I'm Richard Cornelius. This is Surrey Hills Books, running the shop with myself and my wife Penny. I've had a lifelong passion for collecting books, and my dream has always been to walk out my front door into a local bookshop, and here I am many years later. Mainly specialising in modern first editions, also a lot of signed books, but we also have non-first edition books of fiction, antiquarian, some classics, poetry, a sort of special selection of children's books, which is my wife's particular area of interest. She worked at Leatherhead Library, so she's got a background in books. She worked there for about 11 years. We've got about 1,000 books in the shop. I've got another 1,500 or so ready to come in. And we're trying to cater for all prices. So at any one time, we'll have about 100 books at £10. Probably a couple of hundred will be £15, £20. Most of the books are sort of under £50, but I also have books that, very rare, or it's rare that they're signed, or particularly fine copies. My main career for 35 years is actually in customer experience and employee engagement survey, so I ran an organisation doing that, but for the last 10 years sort of dreamt about running a bookshop. I retired from that in 2018, then 2020 I became a part owner, a co-owner in Worlds End Bookshop in the King's Road. It was a bit of a long commute from Cranleigh. I got to know Chris, who ran the fettling room. So he gave me a call, and here we are. So we took over the lease October the 1st, and we opened the shop on October the 26th. Obviously, people buying books to read. You probably wouldn't buy a signed £300 book and read it. You probably get another copy. So the kind of £10, £15, £20 books, I guess people are coming in to read. I also have a hunch, or it's always been my kind of theory, that a book makes a wonderful gift. So I'm hoping, and already seeing some signs of it, that people will come in and buy a book, not just for Christmas, but for someone's christening or birthday. I think it's a very personalised gift. Obviously you need to know the person, kind of need to know what their tastes are. But we have books on all different subjects, but also different authors. Signed books from Shane Warne, signed books from all sorts of politicians. So that's the theory, that people will buy really nice condition books as gifts instead of perfume or aftershave, or the kind of typical normal presents. I used to just read non-fiction, so I'd read lots of biographies, but now I'm primarily reading fiction. My favourite author is William Trevor. I like the well-known authors like Martin Amis. I like John Banville, the sort of classics, Hemingway. And there are certain authors I think, if I'm running a bookshop, I need to make sure I've read an Evelyn Waugh. I need to make sure I've read Middlemarch, George Eliot. So I'm kind of working my way through some of the classics. Everyone is welcome to come in. We're open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. So, fairly restricted hours, but enough hours for people to find a slot when they can come in, and we'll stick to those hours. At the moment, I've got an Instagram page. I've built up to about 150 followers, and I'm always looking for more. That's Surrey Hills Books. So every working day, I'll be posting, a latest book that's come in, a book that I might find particularly interesting, or other people might find particularly interesting. The books will be going online, but under the company A Books, which is where most dealers tend to put their books, and where most collectors tend to look for books, rather than my own website. Typically, I'll be looking to put the more expensive books on there, working my way from the top down, and probably any book over £40 will go on there. I wasn't so sure, because I had worked in the King's Road, where it was a great place to buy books. But it's turning out that this area is also very good. I've already bought some great books, and I've been offered lots more.